This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, contrary to popular belief, the meaning of John 3:16 does not imply to the entire world or entire planet, the population of the world, 8 billion plus people. When you look at the meaning of the word world, you understand that it has several meanings. You have the different types of world. You have the sea world. You have the sports world. You have the entertainment world, the political world. So in this context, the word world is concerning the experience of a particular group of people. Now, the use of John 3:16 as a prior to the world has been taught and is a popular scripture that is known amongst Christian circles, and unfortunately is one of the few scriptures that Christians have memorized by heart. But with that being said, John 3:16 is really for the god Tammuz, right? That is the god of Christianity, the god of the Christian church, the god of this world, aka Nimrod. This is why you see certain celebrities, certain rituals where John 3:16 is being used. For those of you who were wrestling fans coming up, you remember Steve Austin used to have John 3:16 on his t-shirt. It wasn't because he was a Christian, it's because he was a Luciferian, right? So the sacrifice of football player of the New England Patriots, Aaron Hernandez, he had in blood written on him John 3:16 because that was a sacrifice for Tammuz, a hangman sacrifice. But I digress. So how do we prove that John 3:16 has a different connotation regarding the historicity of the scriptures? Let's go to John chapter 18, starting at verse 19. The high priest then asked Jesus, Yahweh Shai, of his disciples and of his doctrine. Remember, we said that doctrines vary based upon the God which you serve. We know there's only one true God, the God of Israel. Verse 20. Then Yahweh Shai answered, I speak openly in the world. I ever taught in the synagogues and in the temple, whether the Jews resort, and in secret have I said nothing. So here we see an example of the word world being used, and in this connotation, the Messiah is referring to the Jews specifically. Here's another example, John chapter 7, verse 9. It says, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. So your mind may be trying to wrap around, what does this mean? The Lord clearly states that he prays not for the world. He was talking about the world at large. He was praying for the world within the actual world, which is the nation of Israel. So for those with cognitive dissonance, we'll leave you with one more scripture to prove our point. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. So who is salvation for? Right? John 3:16, right? Summed up right here in this scripture. That's why we must read precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So the world, which is referred to in John 3:16, is in reference to the world of Israel. Remember, freely receive, freely give.